Okay, so we're all hearing it, we're all feeling it, right? AI is completely changing the game when it comes to work. It's promising to make us faster, smarter, just unbelievably productive. But what if that incredible boost in output comes with a hidden cost, a personal one? Take this quote from Yasushi Watanabe, a researcher at Kyoto University. He spent a year just crushing it, using AI to produce a massive amount of work. But at the end of it all, he didn't feel accomplished. He felt worn out. And that feeling, that simple phrase, gets right to the heart of a paradox a lot of us might be starting to feel. So, that leads us to the big question we're going to dive into. Is this amazing, powerful new tool, this thing designed to help us achieve more than ever before, actually making us less happy in the process?
So, what is behind this worn-out feeling? Let's peel back the layers and really unpack the hidden costs of all this newfound productivity.
The key idea here is something psychologists call cognitive offloading. And look, it's not some new scary thing. We do it all the time. You know, when you write a shopping list so you don't have to remember it, or use a calculator for some quick math, that's cognitive offloading. But with AI, we're starting to outsource way more complex mental heavy lifting than ever before.
Think about it like this. Traditionally, when we do intellectual work, it's a cycle, right? You get some input, some information, then your brain has to chew on it, process it. That's the internal change. And that struggle, that's where the growth and the sense of mastery come from. Then finally, you create an output. The AI cycle, though, it kind of short-circuits that. Input goes in, the AI does the processing, and boom, output comes out. It's super efficient, no doubt. But are we accidentally cutting out the very part of the process that makes the work actually feel meaningful?
And hey, this isn't just a hunch. There's real data to back this up. A study from folks at OpenAI and MIT found a direct link. As people spent more and more time using tools like ChatGPT, their own reported well-being and their sense of purpose actually went down.
Now, we're not just talking about feeling a little bummed out. This is about a much deeper kind of happiness, something the ancient Greeks had a word for, eudaimonia. It's not about that fleeting, momentary pleasure. It's that deep satisfaction you get from flourishing, from growing, from actually mastering something difficult. And it seems like that's the very thing that's at risk here.
So the risk here goes even deeper than just feeling less satisfied with your work. It can actually threaten the very story we tell ourselves about who we are.
There's this concept from psychologist Dan P. McAdams called narrative identity. Basically, it's the internal story you're always writing, the one that connects your past, your present, and your future into one coherent thing. I mean, think about it. That story is what gives your life meaning. You are the author. It's your story.
But what happens when AI starts automating the very achievements we use as plot points in that story? When it disrupts the career paths that form the whole backbone of our personal narratives? Well, it gets a lot harder to write a story that makes sense. And when that happens, we can start to feel, well, pretty adrift.
Okay, so that's the challenge. But this is not about doom and gloom. Not at all. This is about a critical shift in perspective, about moving from just offloading our work to AI to actually co-creating with it.
This is the huge shift that Watanabe talks about. We need to move away from just having an output focus, just using AI to get stuff done faster. Instead, we need what he calls a way of being focus. The question totally changes. It's not how can AI replace my thinking? It becomes how can AI help me deepen my thinking?
And that, right there, reframes everything. The goal isn't to use AI like a ghostwriter that kind of erases your role. The goal is to turn it into a powerful co-author, one that helps you write an even better, more meaningful story for your own life.
So how do we actually do that? Well, here are 3 really practical steps. First, something called wall bouncing. Basically use AI as a sounding board to help you analyze your own thoughts. Second, reframe the past. Ask the AI to help you look back at tough experiences and find the lessons, the strengths, to help you build what's called a redemptive story. And third, brainstorm the future. Use AI to generate new possibilities, new paths for your life, based on your unique values, not some generic template.
You know, what's really fascinating is that this isn't just some personal life hack idea. This fundamental shift from pure output to well-being is actually starting to happen on a national scale.
I mean, look at this. This is a 2024 report from Japan's Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare, and it makes it a key policy goal, promoting generative AI specifically for the realization of well-being. Governments are starting to realize that we have to design our relationship with this technology to support human flourishing, not just to pump up economic numbers.
Which really leaves us all with one final question to think about. The next time you open up that chat window, what's your intention? Is your AI just a tool for offloading your thinking, for getting something done? Or is it a partner for deepening it? The choice really is ours.